keeps me moving through the night. It's better that I go instead of being you. These wars that I am fighting, I'll see them all through. Guess I gotta keep fighting this haunting fear in my heart. Oh, I gotta keep moving. I keep on moving fast. I've gotta keep fighting. Pay the price to see the end. This is a journey that I must on. Oh yeah, I'm scared, but it's what makes me stronger. I'll stand my ground in the midst of despair. Wish that you never encounter this danger. I keep on fighting, draw my strength from the fear. I may pay the price. When the end comes, I'll be your sacrifice. Oh yeah, I'm scared, but it's what makes me stronger. I keep on fighting, draw my strength from the fear. Oh, I'm afraid, but I'll still keep marching on. Dark clouds of fear. I wish I could see the sun.
Dad, wake up! Dad! Dad!
Take it and run! Go now!
Alright, I've got a cold, but that's beside the point. What's up, Streamlabs? It's TeamWnJ here. Welcome back to Levaslier Production Diary. I need your help because I have not opened up the Levaslier project files in so long that I forgot what I'm doing here. But when I open it up, I need you guys' help right here. See, Windshear, his sword, has the ability to cut straight through air, and so basically can cut through anything. But how can I show the effect of this sword cutting through this rock? Does anyone have any sort of artistic way I can show this to show the power of the sword? Also, welcome to the stream, CM4K Gaming, Angelo, Titan, Dragonheart, Kamatai, and Alexander Ho, and Armro. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Excuse me, I do have a cold, so I hope the coughing won't interfere too much with it. Yes, I am self-quarantining myself. Either way, Australia is. I'm in Australia right now, in Victoria State. Victoria's on lockdown anyway, so I'll be in quarantine anyway. Oh, jeez. Spoiler, says Amro. There are. I chose specifically because I skipped a few pages. The last page that I showed is page 35. This is page 65. So there's like 30 pages of difference there. And I skipped some of the spoilers there. These ones are already in the trailer that you just saw, so it's not too spoilery. Titan says, is that an Enderman in the thumbnail? Yes, that is the Enderman in the thumbnail. I found out, I dug out the original texture of the Enderman that we used to use for the 2014 edition of, welcome back, 2014 edition of Lev. Right there, that's our Enderman. It's from the texture pack. Dokucraft, that's the one. There you go. Reda says COVID. Nah, not. I haven't gotten tested yet. I'm not gonna say it's not COVID, but I'm getting some cough symptoms going on. Started yesterday night, so I don't know. I don't know what it is. Listen, look, I'm not gonna go out and get tested because I don't have to go out. Period. So if I'm gonna stay here anyway, even if I do have it, like, it's not gonna spread to anyone. I'm not leaving the house, right? The when I will get tested is once the symptoms die down or when I can't breathe properly. Yeah, it says wash your hands often, everyone. Yeah, everyone else go wash your hands often. I've already got it, so I don't really give a shit because I've already got it. Whatever it is. It's probably just a cold. I don't give a shit. Wolfie says, Chave, you need rest if you don't want to have the cold. Now, I know when I have to rest. Like, usually when a cold hits me, I'll be fine. Like, when I need to rest is when, like, I can't even lift my arm or I can barely go walk. Like, I'm alright, man. Okay, so I'm getting some ideas here for how to do the sword. If anyone just joined in, by the way, make sure you give us a thumbs up just like Arkosh does right there, because it really does help the channel. But second thing is that I've just asked people, why did I go black and white? I've just asked people to get to give me some feedback here. Hang on a second. Why is it switching my face? Oh, something went wrong. Okay. I'm just asking people here to give me some feedback, and I need some tips on how I can make the sword look like there's some wind particles behind it to show its strength. And Cam says, wind around the sword. Angelo says, make the rock uneven. One closer to the cam and one further away from Arkosh. I could do that, but like the way that it slices is perfectly in the middle, so it should split evenly apart. I like the wind around the sword idea, but I don't know how I'm gonna draw that in Photoshop. Photoshop? Excuse me. Yeah, it's taking a toll on my throat. I've got an inflamed, what do you call it? Like, you know how when you get a cold and your throat has like when you press on it, it hurts?
Mm.
Yeah, I've got that already, so I know I've definitely got something. I don't know what it is.
Hopefully not COVID.
Hopefully not. I mean,
So
you
how
are scarier than me. Hey, you're scarier than me because you live in fucking Hong Kong, right next to China, and you had a cold when the outbreak first came out.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Me?
You had two colds in the duration from when it first broke out to now. You had 2 series of colds, and you live in fucking Hong Kong, and you were still going out at the time. Yeah, your one was more worrying than me.
Ah.
I just got a cough. Angelo says, Chave, I bet your mom asked if you're sick. Now you're sick. Actually, she did just send me a text. She just sent to me, don't underestimate the effects of the coronavirus. It is shaking the world now. She just sent me that right before the stream started. Alex says, maybe add a fog effect to do a clean cut. I could do that. See, the annoying thing is, you know how typically when you want to show a sword, you know, striking something, you know, let's just say, for example, that this is like the sword right here, right? Like, oh shit, let me draw a proper one. Like there, right? You would draw like this streak of white behind it so that it would like kind of show the path, like it goes this way, right? Unfortunately, because this is 3D, if I were to do that, it would just kind of look like that, because it's like it's going right from behind him to right in front of him. So like that don't really look right to me. That looks a bit funky. I thought of maybe doing some like little like swirly bits here, not like this, but you get what I mean, like a little bit of, like wind swirling thing here. But then how does a sword that's straight and long end up making a ball of wind in a circular cyclone fashion? That doesn't really make sense. Titan says, what's the origins of the Enderman? Hey, I'll give you a link for that. Haven't talked about this for a while. I haven't updated this in a while. There is a Levaslier wiki dedicated to all the lore stuff in Lev that I don't talk about. There should be a page on the Corrupted, which is what we're calling the Enderman here. So we go, come on, the Corrupted. There you go. So right here you can learn the origin stories, what they do, and just it's not all the stuff because I don't want to reveal all my cards yet. But there is information if you're curious about the lore. I'm not sounding too enthusiastic today. My throat's been taking a toll. Hot dog, welcome to the stream. Titan says maybe an energy effect around the sword. We've already got that because I have this. I've got this other frame here. This is for when the sword is like charged up and shit. So it's got the effect here. But then once it slices it like launches the effect out, and there's like a wind blast, right? From the side, from a sideways viewpoint, it's easier to do just because of the example that I just gave. But when you're when you're doing it front on like this, it's a bit hard. Rita says the scary thing with COVID is that you can recover from the sickness and it'll come back later. I mean, it's like everything. Like if you catch a cold and you get over the cold, like how many colds have you had in your life? I've had more than 20 colds in my life. Like, you know, probably not more than 100, more than 20. The cold comes back all the time. Nobody complains about the cold. Cam says you could use Yuno as a reference since he uses wing magic. Who's Yuno? Is he an animator? Give me a second. I don't want to play other people's animations in case I get struck. If I type in Yuno onto YouTube, it's gonna show me Mirai Nikki. I know that for sure.
Yep.
So unless I do Yuno Minecraft animation. Is it this dude? I see a bunch of people here. I don't know who it is. Hey, surely enough, Gasai Yuno came up anyway.
Yep.
Even though I typed in Minecraft animation.
Of course she did.
Hot Dog says I'm an introvert. Yeah, same here. It don't make a difference if I'm in quarantine or not. I still do everything. Like I can still work from home as well, so that's the best part. I know some of my friends, they work on restaurant businesses, and because Australia is having a lockdown right now, she don't get to work. She got no money coming in. Fortunately, I can still work online. Alex says, how long do you plan for each episode to be? First episode's gonna be a bit longer than the other episodes. First episode's gonna be about 15 minutes. I think we cut that down to 12. I think. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've worked on this. Although I'll try to get every episode around the 8 to 10 minute mark, so not longer than 10. Just because I underestimated how much time it would take me to actually animate one of these animations, and I've calculated it to be somewhere around. For me to make 1 minute of animation, it takes me 1 month. Yeah. That's about right. Yeah, it takes me about 1 month to make 1 minute of animation. And so if I have a 12-minute animation, that means it'll take me an entire year just to make one episode. Keep in mind, I'm the only person animating in TeamWnJ. I haven't had a cold in 6 years. It's almost godlike immune system. Dude, that's incredible. Props to you. I haven't caught a cold in a long time as well. When I do catch a cold, it's just like, and then I'm done. Like I don't really need to do much about it. It just goes away. Titan says, how fast is the sword moving? Relatively quickly. With Wind Shear, which is Arkosh's sword, it's more that it's enchanted with an ability for it to cut. The way I described it is to be able to cut straight through wind or air, so it can split anything, even air itself. So that's how sharp it is, and it can shoot a like blast of air that'll cut things in its path. Rada says Philippines is on lockdown. I'm aware of that. Heard you're in lockdown till Heard you're in lockdown until, but this might be fake news, but I heard that it was in lockdown until September.
Oh, you mean my side?
What now?
My side?
In Philippines. What about yours?
Philippines. No idea. Never checked.
Oh, I'm sure you get an announcement for when it comes back up live. Sorry, when it comes when the lockdown is over. Wait, are you still in lockdown?
I think so, yeah. In fact,
what do you mean you think so?
I mean, last I checked, Hong Kongers were okay. The people working in the medical field are doing a strike in the midst of COVID-19.
The fuck?
To get the government to shut down their ports.
The ports? You mean like travel?
Yeah.
Like airports and all that shit as well?
Yes, including like importing of goods and exporting. Yeah, stuff like that.
Someone has to go. Rada has to go. All right, see ya, Rada. Alex says, I thought ACR used 2 diamond swords. Hang on, what's going on here? Oh, Ark. Yeah. Arkosh does have two technically they're not diamond. In here, they're Materium swords. But if you look into the lore of Levaslier, Materium that is tainted cannot be used to hurt the Ender. Or the Corrupted, rather. And so... What the fuck is that? Okay, I got a little, like, spider on my screen. What the fuck? Get off. Fuck. Yeah, so tainted Materium cannot damage the Corrupted. So Wind Shear is a blade specifically designed just to kill the Corrupted that is not tainted. That's why he switched swords. Oh, that's thick. Rada says, I don't know, we don't have school. Wait, so you don't even have online classes now? You're lucky you don't have online classes. I wish they put us on lockdown early. I want to work from home. Fuck that. fuck waking up and getting dressed and going to work. If I had the option to work from home, I would. Like, every day. But that's just me because I'm an introvert. Andrea says, Julian, I sent a GIF in sharing, maybe something like that. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Hashtag sharing. We got a GIF over here. Let's see. Alright, wind effects, something like this. I'm not sure if I can show this on stream. I'm sure I can. It's just a GIF. Potentially something like that? But see, again, this one is... They did this smartly, because they did this on a side angle. Like, from a side angle, I know how to do it. But how do you do it from a back angle? It's a bit weird to do it from behind. What's going on, Cookie? Hana says, is there a soldier outside your house, CM? Hang on, what's going on with CM? Does the CM have a cold as well? That reminds me, CM, you had a cold a while ago, didn't you? It was during the coronavirus thing, too. Alex says, my sister just came back from Japan, from America. Ooh, you better look out for that one. Japan is a bit scary right now as well. Hot dog's gotta go. Alright, see you, hot dog. Angelo says, Chafe, you can make the focal length wider and put rocks in between, Arkosh. Oh, I see you. Okay. No, you're right. I can, yeah, so what Angelo is saying is basically add a bunch of rocks, like particles coming off of the rocks that's flying past. Sure, I can do that. That would definitely add to the power of the strike itself, but I'm wondering... Yeah, I should do that. I like that idea a lot. But what about the actual blast of the sword? I guess I can do a side angle to show the blast afterwards, which is what I plan to do anyway. Because looking at the storyboards over here, the next shot is supposed to be a side angle, but I don't like the way it looks right now. It looks a bit too simplified. I might try to get a diagonal angle on Arkosh so that it looks, you know, something like this where you can see the swing and like the blast coming out from that. Also gonna get a close-up of the ground where the strike it'll puff up the dust from the ground as well. Cookie says, don't say that word, otherwise you get demonetized. I've heard about that. I think it's the YouTube algorithm just picking up that word and false flagging it. I'm not sure, but if you don't upload to YouTube, you might not know this, but if you get... First of all, you're not gonna get quote-unquote demonetized. What's gonna happen is your video is gonna be flagged as potentially inappropriate, which means during the time it is potentially inappropriate, will be less advertisements shown on it. And they're doing that because YouTube's doing that because there's so many people making fake news videos about the virus. But if you get the thing that says potentially inappropriate, you are able to fight that. So you just have to say, YouTube, hey, why'd you flag me? And someone's gonna, well, apparently someone is gonna look at it, but it's probably just a bot, and they'll determine whether your thing is, actually inappropriate or not. Most of the time, you'll be fine. I've had genuinely borderline breaking rules of YouTube videos that are still monetized. Because they're technically still within the rules of YouTube. They're just really, really, really on the edge. And then I've also had videos that have nothing, like, that don't break the rules at all, that are randomly, potentially inappropriate. I don't get it. Alex says, is this the manga? Yes, it is. Sorry, yes, it is. Wolfie says, do people have anything to draw? I want to find something to draw later. Let's see if anyone else wants. Yeah, there you go. Cookie's got something for you. How do you make Harry? In a manga, when a large object is flying towards you, you know how it like imagine. Okay. Let me put it this way. There's a nuke falling out of the sky. You know how it makes that sound?
Right.
That sound?
Yep.
How do you spell that sound?
I don't know why. The first thing that came to my mind was a huge line of words dropping, but instead of wheel, it's go 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 go.
It's the JoJo bomb. I just wrote down WHE, but then that kind of looks stupid.
I was thinking of WHE WWWWWW, something like that.
Whew. That kind of gets confusing with the sound of a sigh. Like if something's about to drop and you catch it, you're like, phew, like that noise.
But that's PH.
Yeah, but it can also be spelled WH, depending on where you're from.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. What the fuck? Where the hell are they? Where the hell are they from?
Not where you're from.
Okay.
Oh, I see you guys are sending gifts. Okay, Cam sent a gift as well. Cam sent this one. Cool. There's a lot of lines going on. Oh, I could draw some. I've already got some lines. So I'm wondering how I could add some more. By the way, I figured out a pretty neat trick. With drawing lines in Photoshop to give some fake depth. I don't know how many of you guys know this. Hang on, let me just check Andre's gift really quickly. Yeah, again, they're all from side angles. None of those are from front angles. Whoosh, says Alex, for the sound. I feel like whoosh is the sound where something flies past
Whoosh is more like sword swing, something flying past.
Yeah, it would be something flying past, not flying at you. Right? You agree with that?
Yeah.
Angelo says, why not do SFX description in the white frame? I mean, what is that used for? SFX description? Because, like, I don't know. That one, like, you can totally do that. But then it's like, doesn't that kind of spoil what's about to come? Like, if in this frame, I just have the sound playing. Because, you know, when I actually animate this, what's going to happen is they're going to be like this. And the sound's going to play in the background. And then after they finish talking, like... So they're going to start talking here, and the sound's going to start playing. They're going to be like, what? And they're going to look up. But you're not going to know what it is until this happens. Right? So if I have we and then, like, the SFX description right here, it's like, the rock is coming. Yeah, that kind of spoils it, I think. I'm gonna design these words a little bit better. By the way, guys, I am a bit rusty. I have not worked on this in a very, very long time, so I'm kind of reacquainting myself with what I have to do. I used to be able to do like 2 or 3 pages a day, but I've been stuck on this one for a while. I think one of the reasons I stopped is because I was extremely frustrated with what to do on this frame, and I'm just genuinely a bit like. I'm a bit stuck on how to do the effects of the sword, and that's what's, you know, kind of stifling me a little bit. Stifling. It's a word I rarely use. Expanding my my vocabulary. All right, let's give these words a little bit of a touch up over here. You're gonna notice, by the way, when the manga finally comes out, that the stuff in page like you're gonna see a quality increase in like the first 10 pages versus the like last 10 pages, because I learned so many tricks on how to do things like nicer along the way. And so all these like word tricks, like all these like single letter word plays, I didn't do any of these for the first few pages, but then halfway through I started doing them, and I kept on doing them because I like doing this, even though it takes a bit of time. And it works. It works to convey the momentum a little bit more. There you go. You know what I could do? I can very simply take this noise and put it behind here as well, because that would kind of connect. Like they would be like, what? And then they would look up and see this noise here. But then that would carry it on through like so. I think that kind of works. Let's maybe put an exclamation mark on top of Arkosh over here. Let's see if I have one of those old... I'm going to have to go through the old pages to find where I have an exclamation mark, because I've got this exclamation mark.png that I use. Excuse me. I can just copy and paste it around everywhere. Oh, God. Honestly, I think that staying active is better than me just not doing anything. I don't know. Whenever I have a cold, I find it easier to work through the cold when I'm actually doing stuff than when I'm resting. Wait. Harry. It's Harry here.
Yeah.
Do you ever... Okay. Do you ever get a cold, and then, like, in the daytime, you're like, hey, I'm getting better. And then at night, when you go to sleep, it's... like that?
When you're sleeping?
When you're about to go to sleep.
Only when you're about to go to sleep.
Specifically when you're about to go to sleep, yeah.
Nope.
No?
It's always, okay, I wake up.
Yeah.
Fucked.
Fuck.
And then at night, completely just the entire nose is walking.
Yeah,
or,
okay, always
like,
morning and night, right? Always morning and night.
yes.
But never in the middle of the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, always. Same. When I was younger, my dad looked at me and was like, I swear to God, I think these bacteria, they got some sort of like internal clock system or something. Like they know when it's nighttime, and they'll specifically hit you at night.
Or you mean wait? What happens in the evening? What happens in the afternoon? Because they stay there for me.
I don't cough to death. Like in the afternoon, I'll be like,
I don't cough to death.
I'll be like, like that, right? Like every now and then I'll go.
Yeah.
When I go to sleep, it's that.
Okay, yeah. Sometimes. Very rarely, yes.
All the time for me. All the fucking time.
Really, but yes.
But like,
really,
it's like
yes.
whenever, even in the afternoon, if like in the afternoon, if I wanted to just rest, if I want to rest. Yep. But if I don't want to rest, like it would just be like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most annoying thing. They know when you want to rest. Right, I don't have the exclamation mark. I have to open some old project files. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna switch my face because I'm gonna open up some spoiler files, and I don't want to reveal the spoiler files right now. Keep in mind, I'm releasing on the streams everything that I deem safe, so that I don't spoil the actual manga when it comes out. When it comes out. Alex says slice the words as well. Ooh, it's an interesting idea. I'll look into where I can do that. I don't think this is the right spot to do that, but I like that idea. Alright, I got myself the exclamation mark. Yep, switching back to screen. Y'all can see now. Cookie says, what did my ears go through? Your ears just went through a sick person coughing. I don't know whether to pity your ears or pity my lung, my throat. Oh, I forgot to add the actual words for the incantation. Sheer. There we go. It's hard to stream when you're sick because I don't want to go too loud or too excited. Wolfie says, when being sick is the worst thing for me, having a stuffy nose and having a dry throat. Okay, dry throat for me is fine. Like stuffy nose for me, that's fine. Hey, does anyone else have this problem where when they have a stuffy nose, you're never gonna not breathe? Okay, what's gonna happen is one nose is gonna be like every single car in the world tried to go on a 1-lane road, right? That's gonna be one of your noses. The one of the noses is Amazon rainforest and clogged as fuck. The other one's gonna be Sahara Desert. Anyone else have that? When you got a cold, Harry? You good?
Yeah, I'm. What was that? Sorry.
When you got a cold, one of your noses always, one of your noses specifically, is always jammed up. The other one's perfectly clear. The other one's perfectly clear. Yeah, and also one of them is always Sahara Desert, and the other one is always Amazon rainforest. Whenever you sneeze, the shit only comes out of one side.
Yes.
Yeah. Always.
Always like that. Yep.
Dry throat for me isn't as big.
It's never both noses.
Never. Yeah, never. Also, dry throat for me isn't as big as of a problem as sore throat or like inflamed throat.
Dry throat isn't as big of a problem.
Because when it's like, yeah, if you got a dry throat, just drink some water, right? But if your throat is like like sore, I mean, I'm talking about so sore that you can't drink saliva.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
hurts, right?
I end up doing this like thing whenever I do it, like where like you try to swallow the saliva, but then it's so painful that your entire face cringes up, and then you have to like move your like neck, and you're like trying to get the one little bit of saliva. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You I think many people just felt me when I said that there. Just cold things. The yo cough lamau. I mean, no, that's legit though. When it's also like dry coughs are okay. I didn't know that there was a term for this. Apparently, dry cough is a thing. So I was like, what the fuck is the difference between a dry cough? Like, what's a wet cough, right? Harry, off the top, wait, do you know what a dry cough is?
No.
Okay, try to guess what the difference between a dry cough and a wet cough is.
Wet cough, I guess you have phlegm in your throat.
Yeah.
Dry is just completely dried up.
Yeah. That's it. That's the difference.
I think dry coughs are more painful than
exactly. It is. I'd rather have the phlegm there so it doesn't like. It's when you have a dry cough, it's like someone takes a chainsaw on a cactus and like thrusting it back and forth in your throat. I should not be doing that action on camera. God damn it.
Well,
God damn it.
Clipped.
Whoopsie.
Clipped.
I tried to say Amazon rainforest on when I described the nose earlier, but I ended up saying Amazon Prime, I think. Cookie asked me earlier, are these comics for sale? They will be for sale in physical copy and in digital copy. Alex says, are there any ships in Levaslier? Yes, there are. Yes. Excuse me. Yes, there are. Jesus Christ. Some of the words just aren't coming out. Angelo says, do you know why you have 2 nostrils? Because you're only supposed to have 1. What? Are there any okay, hang on a sec. I just realized something. Are there any beings on Earth that have 1 nostril instead of 2?
What?
Are there?
No, I don't think so.
So like every single land animal that breathes oxygen has 2 nostrils, right?
Even sea ones, fucking
well, no, a sea one has a lung. No, what do you call it?
Never mind.
The side.
Yeah, never mind.
The side one.
Wait, actually, can whales count? Because
they got the one hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Oh,
That's the only one I can think of.
When I was younger, I saw this cartoon where somebody tried to kill a whale by putting a wine cork into the nostril of a whale. I don't know what I was watching, but like, yeah. Can you imagine that? Just putting that in and then just hammer it in. Punk. It'll probably blow it out.
What cartoons? I feel like I watched that.
No,
somewhere
you know
as
what?
well.
Now that I think about it, I think it's the one with the pirate. Flapjack.
Oh.
Yeah, that's probably it. That's probably it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Angel's nearest neighbor change. I ain't gonna change the nearest neighbor thing, cause it's like I don't like the aliasing on some of the stuff that I do.
Who the hell even knows Flapjack these days?
Flapjack wasn't that great. It was weird, Flapjack.
Yeah, it was.
Some people say Courage the Cowardly Dog is no different, but I like Courage more. I'm a big fan of Courage.
Yeah. Stupid dog.
Wooga booga wooga.
What?
That's the sound the guy makes. The mask.
Isn't it just?
I'm pretty sure it's wooga booga wooga.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. The kids these days even know what we're talking about.
Right?
You guys got the
Exactly.
same cartoons that we grew up with? You guys ever heard Courage the Cowardly Dog? Flapjack. I used to like
Flapjack.
Chowder as well.
Oh, Chowder. Yeah.
But when I was
creator
really young,
one,
we had
Billy
Billy and Mandy. Tom and everyone knows Tom and Jerry. That's an exception.
Yeah.
What else? Did we have?
You don't know Tom and Jerry. You're not on Earth.
You watch Kids Next Door?
Kids Next Door. Yes.
Yeah.
They're one with their 5 kids, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's also the Imaginary Friends one with the blue blob.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called though. Mm-hmm.
Same. I think it's like something House of Imaginary Friends.
Yep.
Something
Close,
like that.
I think.
Yeah.
I think it's close.
There we go. Eustace, that's his name. That's the Courage one. Sola says, "Don't judge me when I said growling and roaring, but I do most." What are you talking about? Alex says, "Hey, funny story. I was walking on the street on last Thursday, and I suddenly started suffocating from nothing, and I couldn't breathe. And this happened for 5 to 6 minutes, and no one helped. Well, a very Gotta finish that sentence. Hey, if you're choking, you better go see a doctor." I feel like when I said the word doctor, it came out a bit.
Doctor.
Doctor. You gotta go see a doctor. Doctor. Imagine walking into the doctor's office and going, "Okay, doctor."
Okay, doctor.
But you're at their house. Shit, why can't I apply the radio blur effect on here? Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends. Thank you. Billy and Mandy and the Reaper. Yeah. Wolfie says, "I never grew up with cartoons." I used to watch cartoons these days. Do you guys follow... okay, I don't know how many of you guys use Facebook, because apparently Facebook's for boomers as fuck. So I guess makes you and me boomers, Harry. Also, if you do use Facebook, we follow this page called... or at least I do. Follow this page called Every Single Tom and Jerry Frame in Order. It's literally every single Tom and Jerry frame in order. And we're recently going... it's currently reached the episodes made by... I forget what his name is. But you know how Tom and Jerry has existed for such a long time that it's gone through like several different phases of different animators, right?
There's even a phase where like there's actual voice actors for Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, there was. Yeah. Hey, here's a fun fact, or here's a not so fun fact. In the original Tom and Jerry, the last episode of Tom and Jerry, you already know this. The last episode of Tom and Jerry had Tom and Jerry killing themselves. That is true. In the first season. And here's some more trivia for you. Right now we're on the Tom and Jerry page. We're on the season made by this one guy. I forget his name, but it's the most hated season of Tom and Jerry because the creator, the animator, does not understand slapstick comedy, which is what Tom and Jerry is, right? It's like, Tom's chasing Jerry. Jerry runs behind a building, finds a shovel, moves the shovel around the corner, and then suddenly Tom runs around the corner, steps on the shovel, and the shovel flies into his face, and his face changes into the shape of the shovel, and he stands there for a little bit, right? And like that's just slapstick humor. But what this guy didn't understand was he thought that people were into looking at the pain. And so he became sadistic as fuck, and he made the owner of Tom, which is this dude, he made him super sadistic towards Tom, to the point where Tom was being tortured. And I was like, when I saw some of these frames, like, I don't remember watching those episodes, but then, like, while I don't remember watching these episodes, I kind of, like, I rewatched some of them, and I'm like, I kind of remember some of these moments, but I don't remember watching these episodes. Like, they weren't very memorable for me. I think it's a good thing. But also, yeah, watching that, I didn't even laugh. Like, nowadays, when you watch Tom and Jerry, sometimes you still get a good chuckle out of it. But watching those episodes was like, I was just kind of like, what's going on? Is this safe to show to kids? Like, do I really want my kids looking at that shit? You know, it was bad. Yeah, that guy. I forget his name. Some of you guys might know him. If you guys study animation, you might know him. Hana says, when I was a kid, I couldn't watch cartoons properly. Did you not have access to, like, the channels to watch cartoons? Because the only channel that I had access to while I was a kid was Cartoon Network and Boomerang. I didn't have access to Nickelodeon or what are other popular ones? Disney Channel. Didn't have access to that. What did you have?
Yeah, Cartoon Network.
That's it.
Same thing.
No Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, I didn't have SpongeBob. Yeah, I didn't have SpongeBob.
And there's a Chinese one that barely showed anything good.
Wait, are you telling me there's a Chinese Cartoon Network?
Kind of. It's called it's basically just called Kids Channel in Chinese.
You know, it's probably just Chinese propaganda. That's all there is on it.
And sometimes it shows anime.
It's probably just Chinese propaganda if it's not anime.
No, there's barely any quote unquote Chinese propaganda. There's literally none.
I'm sure you wouldn't remember.
As far as I recall.
Also, like, I'm sure from what you're remembering, you wouldn't know that it's Chinese propaganda, would it? When you're a kid.
All I remember from that channel was either Ben 10 in Chinese or yeah, I know. Or what was it? Some like animation like Magical Girls.
you know the red dude in Ben 10, Forearms?
Yeah.
What's his name in Chinese? Sei Sao.
Sei Sao Guai.
Oh my god, it's actually a four-hand monster, Jesus Christ.
Four-arm monster.
Four-arm monster, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would have snuck in some Chinese propaganda in there.
What Chinese?
You know China. They wanna affect you when you're young.
It's not China, man. Wrong.
Oh wait, do they speak Cantonese? Not like
Cantonese.
Oh, okay. See, when you said Chinese, I thought China.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens in China. Probably like propaganda shit. Yeah.
All you get is the Yang sheep.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, because when I was younger, I used to go to China a lot, and you know, like my parents on business meeting or whatever, and I'm just sitting in the hotel looking at cartoons, and all you get is the Yang sheep, and that's just full of Chinese propaganda. It's full of it. Packed full. I mean, I don't remember a single episode from it, but like knowing China, I was absolutely not surprised.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. There. I think that channel also showed that exact show, but I didn't watch it at all.
Yeah, dude, it's boring as fuck. It's like Tom and Jerry, but worse. Like,
but without Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, it's like Tom and Jerry, but it's missing the Tom and it's missing the Jerry. Hey, you know those Arknights animations that we've been watching? You remember those the Chinese ones that we've been watching? It's exactly like that.
Yeah, it's in those style, yeah.
Yeah. Even the comedy is that same style.
Comedy, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was alright, the Arknights one.
I mean, no, like the Arknights ones are alright and they're funny because we already know the characters. But like these Yang sheep people, like who the fuck cares about Yang sheep?
Yeah, true.
Give me some lamb chop, man. Lamb sheep my ass. Eat that boy.
And the thing is that they look fucking ugly as well.
They do look ugly.
Like what kind of kid thinks that thing's cute or something?
I got 2 tangents to go on. I'm not sure which we should go on first.
Yeah.
Let me read some comments real quick. Okay. Remind me of where we are. Remember we're talking about Chinese propaganda and
Yep. And the
Kid.
sheep and wolf one.
yeah. Okay. Remind me of where we are. Let me just read some comments real quick.
Sure.
Angelo says which episode? Hang on. I'll literally go on Facebook. I'm not gonna show my Facebook. I know some of you already have. You don't stop spreading it. One of you dickheads went onto my Facebook and went through all my photos and posted it back on Discord. Now, I don't give a shit. Like, how much time do you have to go do that, man? I saw some of my old like cringy photos. Yeah. These guys, I don't know which one it was. One of you guys went into my. They literally went and looked through all my photos just to look at the like cringe ones. You know, when I was like 13, I dyed my hair a little bit and shit. I was, goddamn. I don't care, guys. Okay, you guys are asking what episode the Tom and Jerry the Brutal ones are. If you're interested, especially if you're planning to study animation and you need to write a thesis on animation, this might be a good case for you, because not only is his animation style different, but he also fails to capture the essence of slapstick humor. So yeah, for anyone doing a university thesis on animation, I think that these particular episodes of Tom and Jerry might be something you could be interested in looking at. So right now they're on episode 120, but I think they've already gone past that. Yeah, okay, so they've already gone past. I wager it's around episode 118, 119, somewhere around there. You're gonna know. Hang on, can I Google this? Hang on, what? I'll just check my search history. Tom and Jerry. There you go. I've got it. Episode 116 is the one that I watched. 116, and you can see that on Dailymotion. Apparently, that's where I saw it. Wolfie says I've never heard of Tom and Jerry. Well, I've heard of Tom and Jerry once in 5th grade, but never watched it. It's fun, dude. It's fun. I still laugh at it every now and then. Solar says, Chafe, what do you use with brush tool to do those quick lines other than function shift drag? Yes, you reminded me. Okay, let me show you something real quick. First of all, I've got a custom brush set to get these, not these lines, not these radial lines here. This is just speedlines.png that I got off Google, right? So you're gonna find speedlines.png. These lines here are custom drawn in because I've got a custom brush that you can download online. I did not create this. That can paint in speed lines like so, right? But here's a fun trick, okay? If you want a depth in this, right? I'll give you, here, I'll do a few speed lines. All right. If you wanted some depth with this, sorry, wrong layer, my bad. There we go, something like this. We can actually rotate this so it's vertical, and then let me scale this down just a tad bit. If I wanted the it to end up further, I can hold down Control and click on one of these corners, and just make it like wider so it's going out like this. And if you duplicated a few of these ones, you could even stack them up on layers. So you can make a duplicate here and then make this go up a little bit and then just shrink it down a slight bit. As long as they still end up in the same target location. Yeah, I messed this one up a little bit. I think you could do a better job than me. You get the point. You can use a Control and clicking on the corner in order to change the perspective, which is something I didn't know. Which it's kind of cool to have. There you go. So that's how I did it. So I just used a custom brush. Wait, can you close? Hannah says, Chafe, we poor. We only have a little bit of signal, so I need to wake up in the morning just to watch cartoon. I see. Alex says, how did you do most of the world building for Levaslier? The world itself was built in the application called World Painter. And then once we have the basic ground, terrain, and everything laid out, in World Painter, I also mark out where I want my cities. Because we've already got the map, right? If you go into the Levaslier wiki. I'm running out of water as well. I need to go get some water later. We've already got the maps built and whatnot, and so it's very easy for me to overlay this image over World Painter and then create the Minecraft world using this as a layout. And then because we've got the cities here, all I have to do is do like a little big like S for Sekhmet, for example. And then when I'm in game, all I have to do is find where Sekhmet is, and I can manually, using World Edit, redefine some of the terrain to make it look a bit more interesting. Solar says you got an interesting mouse wheel sound. Is my mouse wheel sound that loud? I know everybody that I go on a call with who has never been in a call with me goes, holy shit, who's machine gunning their keyboard? I've never heard anyone actually hearing my mouse. Can you hear my mouse?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yep.
Is that loud? Chat.
Loud.
Damn.
I don't care though.
No.
Personally, no.
Eric brings up Ben 10 Alien, Alien Force, Ben 10 Ultimate Alien is the best Cartoon Network shows. Don't at me.
I don't know about Ultimate Alien. I heard that it got. Actually, no, it was after Ultimate Alien that it got meh.
What the fuck's after Ultimate Alien?
It's like something.
Some what now? You lagged out.
There's I think there's a few spin-offs, and then there's a few, and then now there's like 2 remakes.
Oh Jesus, okay.
Yeah,
I was
those
alright
are
with Alien Force. I kind of liked it more than the original. I've never watched.
No,
it.
Alien Force was definitely better.
Yeah, I really like that one.
My favorite was Alien Force. Yeah.
Hang on a second. Let me kill my messenger really quickly. Give me 1 second, guys. My Facebook Messenger's on. I'm just gonna shut that down. Teen Titans as well. Hey, Teen Titans. Yo. There's this one character in Teen Titans that kind of like lingers in my mind, kind of PTSD. Like, it's not like I'm afraid of this guy right now, but it's just like he lingers in my mind, and it's like a bad memory. There's this dude in Teen Titan who has like half of his face has a bronze mask, and then the other face is like silver.
That's Deathstroke.
He had a stroke. I'm sorry, what?
No, Deathstroke. That's what it's called.
Deathstroke. So he had a stroke. Is that why his face is in half? No. Like actually, because the stroke patients' faces are in half.
He's one of the most well-known.
You're breaking apart. You're breaking apart. You're having a stroke. Come again?
Can I?
Yeah.
I'm saying he's one of the most well-known Batman villains, other than Joker.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he got some. I don't remember exactly what it is. Like, he's got some weird. He had a thing with Robin going on, where he was like appearing out of the water or some shit. And then there's also this other. There's also this other villain that I remember. He was in like this. This is the most memorable one, I think, for me. His entire house is like the Clockwork Mansion from Dishonored 2, as in like he's got chess pieces and whatnot. And they were going through the doors, and the doors like led to another door that would come out in the same corridor and whatnot.
Yep.
It's basically like this. He's basically like a Joker, but for the Teen Titans one. Sorry, not the Joker, the Riddler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy gave you PTSD? Jesus.
No, that guy didn't give me PTSD. I just really remember that episode. The half face dude, that guy gave me PTSD.
Two-Face?
No, the one we were talking about earlier, the stroke death. What? Did I say it wrong? Did I say it wrong?
Death.
Huh? Death.
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke.
Stroke
Deathstroke.
death.
Death.
It's the it's basically the Ant-Man and the Bee again.
Yeah, it's Ant-Man and the Bee, but it's like the Bee and Ant-Man. Alrighty, guys, I'm just gonna start laying out a new page here because I'm just gonna give up working on that old page until I figure something out. Until I got something for this like air slash here, I'm just gonna skip it for now. We'll come back to it. Ben 100, is that a thing?
Isn't that the future Ben?
The future Ben 100. Wasn't there like a Ben 10,000 or some shit?
Yeah, I remember that as well.
How does he even keep track of everyone?
I know, right?
Like also it's like you know if they ever made a I used to play this game on the Cartoon Network website where you could play as Ben 10, you could transform into all of his aliens.
Yep, I played that.
Yeah, that one's super fun. Okay, if they made a game with 10,000 playable characters, how many of those would be repeat characters? Like, there would literally be so many of them that are just reskins. So like, imagine the man himself. He's like, it's like, oh shit, there's a dude coming at me, but he's a plant. Let me look through my like 96,000 flame people and choose one of them to do the job. Like, why would you need 10,000 of them?
I think it's just an exaggeration of how he has in his. Actually, I think it includes like alternate users version.
Alternate what now?
Either way, alternate universes as well.
What do you mean? There's an alternate universe in the Ben 10 universe?
Imagine. I mean, if there's aliens, if there's outer space, why wouldn't there be alternate universes?
Wasn't there
right?
this character in Alien Force called like Alien X or some shit? This is just like black guy. But
yeah.
I didn't watch the full Alien Force, but I thought he had some like weird magic shit going on or something.
Apparently he's
what?
Apparently he's the most most OP alien.
Oh, okay.
In the entire Senate.
Huh.
Thing. Yeah.
Angelo says Lamau is just a fucking fake ass 10,000 game cartridge. Y'all ever get okay? When I grew up, I didn't have a game console. All the way until I got an NDS. That's when Pokemon Diamond and Pearl came out. That's when I got my first game console. But instead of getting the actual Pokemon Diamond and Pearl like cartridge, I got what's called an R4, and that's basically a single NDS cartridge, but with like 50 games on it, right? And then my parents are like, "Oh yeah, 50 games. I'll keep them occupied for a while." And it's like, here's loaded is Pokemon Diamond. There's GoldenEye 007. There's Mario 64, Mario Kart, and then everything else is like rip off on rip off on rip off on rip off on rip off. It's like all the worst games that you can possibly imagine is all on there. Like, and there's only like 5 playable games on there. Everything else is just like, it's ass. It's so. Oh no, sorry, there's Animal Crossing as well. I'll take Animal Crossing. Yeah, everything else is ass. It's so bad. It's like you know. Hey, you ever go on an airplane, like one of those old airplanes, like back when you were a kid, and you play the airplane games with the controller?
Me?
Yeah.
Airplane games? No.
You've never been on an airplane and played their games?
You mean the ones? You mean 2D ones?
Yeah.
Where you just fly in like
and you fly straight up the screen and you just shoot shit that's coming down.
Horizontally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that. All the games that are not the ones that I just listed are like exactly like that on the 50 game cartridge. Yeah.
Mine had Hoshino Kirby, Mario Kart, Cooking Mama.
Oh, Cooking Mama, yeah.
I think there's a few copies. I think there's a few Cooking Mama. Like
you had a NDS?
Yeah.
Really? I thought you had a PSP.
Yep. NDS and then a PSP.
Oh, which boy?
Oh.
Andrea says, makes me wonder how Pokemon is still diverse in its designs. Well, Pokemon's running out of ideas for designs. Some of the designs are like, they made a Pokemon out of trash. They made a Pokemon made out of actual trash. Like, it's trash. It's actually trash.
What's actually trash?
The Pokemon. The design of the Pokemon is based on trash. Like, it is trash. Did you watch Digimon? Asked Alexander. I did not watch Digimon. No, I didn't even get a chance to watch Pokemon. Really, I got my parents bought me the one disc of Pokemon that I could watch, and that was it. I also watched some of the movies. I watched the Darkrai movie, and I also watched the Lucario movie. That's it. By the Darkrai one, I mean the Darkrai and Arceus movie.
My mother occasionally makes fun of my father having to accompany one of my cousins to watch a Pokemon movie when he was younger.
You had to accompany someone to watch a Pokemon movie?
No. My mother made fun of who accompanied one of my cousins.
Fun of who?
My father.
Yeah.
Who had to accompany one of my cousins into a theater movie.
You are lagging so hard.
Fuck me.
Armro says the new Pokemon anime is shit. Is it? I've never fully watched a single Pokemon anime. The only episode of Pokemon that I ever watched and I was able to watch on repeat because my parents bought me the disc was an episode probably when they were, it's probably like season 1 or some shit, where they were dealing with Electrode for the first time. As in the exploding ball Pokemon that looks like a Pokeball. That one.
The only thing I know about the new Pokemon series is that Ash won. For once,
Wow. Took him how
animation
long?
looks ass.
Huh?
All I know is that he won and the animation looks ass.
The animation looks ass. Shit.
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
It was so ass, people made fun of it.
I thought the I don't know anything about the new Pokemon. I've just seen some screenshots, but I kind of like the new design of Ash. He's a bit more cartoony. Like he's more, I don't know. He's just a bit more cartoony. I like that. But like I haven't seen anything animated before. So I wonder if there'll be a new console after 10 years. What do you mean? We're getting a new console. We just got the PS5 announcement. Hey, have you guys seen the new PS5? Take a look at this. Okay. So, oh, hang on a second. Did they change the design? Bro. You know how the other day I was like, oh, search a PS5 and look at the design?
Yeah.
I think they changed it. Because number one's...
Not fast?
Yeah, no. The number one result looks like this now. See, the other day, Harry and I, like, we got the news that the PS5 was announced. So we were like, okay, well, let's just Google it up, right? This was the first one that came up, and I was looking, I'm like, what the fuck is that shit? It looks like somebody went back to the 80s and pulled out a radio. Like, it looks like a UNSC spacecraft from Halo. It don't look like a PS5 game console. It looks clunky as hell. They took away all the minimalism in favor of, like, overcomplicatedism. Like, that's just ugly. That's so ugly. But if they went for this instead, I mean, yeah, I kind of like that. I can get behind that. That's sleek. That's sleek.
Okay. That looks like that what was it called? Apple TV.
Okay. I kind of like that design, yeah. That's you can get by that. Yeah, no, because we were looking at the other one, like the first one that we looked at, and we were like, why the hell are there so many holes and lights and shit coming? Like, what is that for? Like ventilations? Like, how much ventilation do you need, man? And then you were like, you said like, oh, I guess it's a new gen, so they have to use more power and like vent more. Like, yeah, I guess, but like.
Flash speed.
Flash speed. Neo, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Wolfie has to go do some work. Alright, cool. Oh, apparently Hanazawa Kana is in the new Pokemon.
Oh.
Angelo said, I only played up to Pokemon Diamond. Beyond that, I don't know any more Pokemon. Same here. I only played Diamond. I backtracked and I played Emerald as well, but yeah, that's about it. Angelo says, that's not the final design, Lamau. Okay, cool. Yeah, I suspected as much because so far I've seen them only releasing the stats instead of the actual model. Specs. That's what I tried to say, not stats. Your crunching is loud.
My God.
Alex says, "What's happening?" We were talking about the new Xbox and whatnot, and I'm about to start a new page. Neo says Xbox is better. I don't like the Xbox because of the controller. Like, I find the Xbox controller design to be stupid. Like, it is dumb. It is really dumb. It's dumber than a keyboard's design, right? Like, okay.
Xbox controller design?
Yes. Have you seen it?
Is there a new one?
No.
Not
It all looks the
that
same.
I've seen the existing one.
You know what it looks like, right?
Roughly.
Okay.
Not.
It's stupid. This is an
Details.
Xbox controller right here. It's stupid. Okay. Okay, let me give you a comparison. This is a PlayStation controller. Alright, let's take a look at the logic of the PlayStation controller real quick, okay? You got the two joysticks in the middle, Okay, 2 joysticks in the middle where your thumb goes. Sure. And then you got the arrow keys on the left and some buttons on the right. And then you got 2 triggers on like the index and middle finger. Okay, sure. That makes sense. It's like, it's symmetrical. It makes sense. It works halfway, right? Like, all you gotta do, anyone can pick that up, they can put the hands on the controllers and they can move it around. Okay, easy done. Now, why on the Xbox controller, why is the joystick down on one side and then the joystick up on the other side? Why is it not symmetrical? Why? What is the logic behind having one joystick up and the other joystick down?
I mean, even Switch is 1 up, 1 down.
Yeah, exactly. That's stupid. Why the hell is it 1 up, 1 down? Who designed that? Okay, see, for the Switch, I might be able to explain it because you can take it off and then use it as 2 different controllers. Right? And then if you flip it around, for both of you, the controls should be on the same side, right? All I hear is him munching on his nuts or whatever he's munching on.
I said, yeah.
What?
I said, yeah. I accidentally muted when I was commenting, yeah, and then started crunching when I unmuted myself.
Angelo says, I think it's ergonomics. I don't know about you, but this thing right here, I don't know what's so ergonomic about having my thumbs in 2 different positions. I would think that would be way more ergonomic, especially in my opinion, that this is way more ergonomic to have the controls on the same position. Because then you don't have to think like, okay, well, I gotta put my thumb up here and I gotta put my thumb down there. You just grab it, you put the thumbs in the same position. That's all it is. Yes, I like the controller better. I don't understand why this is like if someone can show me if someone says to me ergonomics, I'm like, okay, sure, ergonomics, okay. Can someone give me some stats on the ergonomics of this versus that? Are you telling me that people play better with this than that? Like, what are we saying here? Like, you can claim ergonomics, but show me some numbers to back it up. Compare your controller to someone else's controller, man. Like, hang on, Google. Let's Google this. Why is the Xbox controller designed like that? All right. Yeah, why does the Xbox controller have non-symmetrical analog sticks? Okay, here we go. Why does it have non-symmetrical analog sticks? The asymmetrical design of the analog sticks is based on ergonomics and the typical use case. The left stick is at the neutral position of your left thumb, while the buttons on the right side are the neutral position of your right thumb the vast majority of the time. Oh, sorry, the right thumb. The vast majority of the time you'll be using the left stick and right button, so it makes sense. They're positioned for the most comfortable thumb position. So you're telling me that your left thumb for some reason sticks up and your right thumb sticks down? So you're telling me that on a regular person, their hands are not equal on a neutral position. You're telling me that the thumbs of a left hand typically go up while the thumbs of a right hand typically go down. That's what this person is claiming. I don't know about that. If you were to make the stick symmetrical, you would have one of your thumbs out of a neutral position for the majority of the time, which is likely to increase fatigue and possibly cause cramping. There's... What? I don't get it.
Are you telling me that you would not get cramps when you're not?
No, that's not what they're saying. They're saying it's easier for you to get cramp because it's not in neutral position. What I'm arguing is whether or not in neutral position. So you're telling me that my thumb is not in a neutral position? Like, what is that saying? That my left hand and my right hand have different neutral positions? They look the same to me, man. Like... Alright, y'all look at your... Okay, now that I've said it, everyone's gonna be self-aware about this. We should go grab someone else's hand. Not me, because I'm sick. We should go grab someone else's hand and say, relax your hand, and just look at their hand and see if their left hand goes up a little bit more while their right hand goes down a little bit more. Like the thumb. Like that's just kind of dumb. Angelo says, search a picture of a person holding a controller, Lamau. Okay, search... Hang on. person holding Xbox controller. That's a person holding an Xbox controller. I don't get it. Like, what am I looking at here? It's just someone holding an Xbox controller. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. He's holding both joysticks. Actually, no. Wait, what? I don't understand. Angelo says, I just got my Xbox controller and it's more comfy. I find that whenever I have an Xbox controller and I have to put my left thumb on the top, it puts a lot of strain on my thumb. Like, I can't move my thumb as well as if it was down here. Like, when my thumb is bent on the bottom controller, it's very easy for me to make like quick adjustments. When it's way up there, now my thumb is fully extended and I don't have the dexterity that I do when it's on the bottom. Armo says, if you're not forcing your hand, it does. Yeah, I don't know how much there is to it. Like, this ergonomics, it just sounds a bit bullshit to me. It sounds like somebody did a flawed experiment and then released the results, and like, it looks like Xbox sponsored a study. And then it was a flawed study, and they took the results and they went with it anyway as part of their marketing. That's what it looks like to me. Hang on. Ergonomics hand positioning thumb. Also, there's an argument that our ergonomics don't even make it that much of a difference.
That's my argument.
Natural, like, everyone's saying it's more comfortable. Yeah, it is absolutely up to preference. It's absolutely up to preference. Like you can use whatever the fuck you want. It's just, for me, I do not find the Xbox controller comfortable, comfortable at all. Not just in the controller position, but the fact that it's the fact that it's fat as fuck as well. Like, it bulges out. Like, it's this thing is fat. This thing is fat. The profile of this one is slimmer. I think this thing looks like a Discord logo. Yo, is the Discord logo based on a pig's nose, or is it based on a video game controller? What is it?
Could be both.
I thought it was a video game controller. The other day I said it was a pig's nose, and you were like,
yeah, fucking Discord have their doll as a pig.
what? Discord doll. The hell am I seeing? Looks like I stumbled upon someone's My Little Pony, like, custom character, man. Not gonna Google that again. Jesus Christ. Fuck me. Did not need to see it. I apologize to everyone who had to see that. Okay, you know what? I need to get some water. I've got a cold, for anyone who just joined in. If you're asking me if it's COVID, I don't know. I'll be right back. 1 second, guys. Hello. Okay, anyway.
My apologies.
Yeah.
My apologies. It's Discord plushie, not whatever cursed image you found on Discord.
Let me search on the other screen. Plushie. Discord plushie. What the fuck? What the fuck? I clicked on images and it brought me to the shopping tab, where I once again see the My Little Pony.
What the fuck?
My Little Pony cursed image.
Go
I clicked on
fucking
images
What?
and it went to shopping.
Huh?
Yeah, and it
The
forced
fuck?
me to see that shit.
Okay, fuck. Did
Either
you
way,
see the
I went to
Discord
images. I went to
plushie?
images now and I see it. Yeah.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fuck me.
What happened to you?
What happened to Google? What is it showing me this shit? Yeah, fuck me. I hope Google doesn't log that as, ooh, he's interested in My Little Pony. Let's recommend him some My Little Pony stuff on YouTube.
Apparently has a name to it. It's called Wampus.
Yeah. Isn't a wampus a name of an animal? Sounds
No.
Australian.
Yeah.
Okay, I googled up wampus. Oh. No, it's just like a fictional thing. It's kind of like a drop bear. Angelo says that's a MLM character, Lamau, the villain. An MLM character? What are you talking about? MLM. Xamted, welcome to the stream. What's going on? Oh wait, you said what's going on. I was gonna say what's going on, man. Yeah, we're working on the Levaslier manga right now. We just finished this page. I still gotta touch it up a little bit. About to start the next page. We're just this is gonna be a chill stream. I've got a cold, so I'm not being too excited right now. Having some fun conversations with you all. Okay, anyway, like I was saying, okay, we can go back to the tangent that I was talking about earlier. Chinese propaganda. Yeah, okay. So the other day, I was on YouTube, and you guys know how my YouTube feed is just filled with martial arts stuff, right? Oh, sorry, I just realized we're gonna be playing music here. Let's play some chill music. Here we go. That's too not chill. Let's do this. There you go. Sorry. Yeah, you guys know how my YouTube feed is just filled with martial arts stuff, right? A big part of martial arts is like the origins of martial arts and whatnot, and a lot of martial arts can be traced back to China. And so you have all of these Chinese martial arts, like the Wing Chuns, the Choi Li Futs, the Hongga, whatever. All those sort of Chinese martial arts. I'm not like, I do them, but I'm not like, that's not solely what I'm interested in looking at. I usually, these days, most of the time I'm looking at boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, all that sort of shit. Every now and then I'll go look at a Wing Chun video just to get some tips. Okay, all of a sudden, YouTube thinks that I'm interested in all these Chinese martial arts, and so they show me a video for this martial art called Choi Li Fut. So I'm like, okay, sure, I'll watch the video. I click on it, and the first thing that it tells me is this channel is sponsored by the Chinese government. I'm like, okay. So first of all, the channel is CCTV, which is the Chinese like television. Not to be confused with CCTV as in the security camera software. CCTV is in the Chinese television broadcasting network. That's the channel on YouTube. So I watched that video. I'm like, first thing I think of is, okay, I'm about to get into some Chinese propaganda right here. But then second of all, my brain was like, okay, hang on a second. I'm on YouTube watching a video by a Chinese news station sponsored by the Chinese government on YouTube, which is banned in China. Like, what's
it's
going
still
on?
banned, right?
What now?
I'm pretty sure it's still banned, right? Although I do watch like a few Chinese stuff here and there.
Yeah, no, it's still banned. It's still banned. But like,
Yeah.
what's the Chinese government doing sponsoring videos on YouTube if it's banned? Like, what's the propaganda going out to?
Outside world.
Nobody dumb as fuck to fall for that shit. Like, everyone can call them out on it. It's so easy to call out. Like, there's legitimate Chinese media, but like most of the Chinese media, because it comes out through the big publishing like organizations, most of it is Chinese propaganda. It's because most of the big organizations get paid by the government. It just is. Like, I don't know. Like, Chinese martial arts is still stuck in this old era where they think that doing these series of like old Tai Chi moves is able to, you can use those old like slow moving Chinese moves to take out a 50-pound a guy that's 50 pounds heavier than you, he's big as fuck, wrestling for his entire life. Like, no, that shit ain't gonna work. The current Chinese UFC women's champion of the world, right? UFC champion of the world is a Chinese woman. She does Tai Chi. And some parts of China don't like what she's doing because her Tai Chi don't look like regular Tai Chi. Because she fights in MMA. She's fighting. She don't give a shit about your Tai Chi or not. She's in a fight. Like if I get in a fight, am I so bothered in like trying to get my Wing Chun punch looking right that I won't throw the punch, or if I just punch you in the face, I ain't gonna give a shit. So like these Chinese people are some of them are hating on her because it ain't traditional. It's a pain in the ass. Yes, we are back in cinema. Uva Rennie Corral says cupcake. What's going on, Uva Rennie? Hang on. Solar says, Jave, I have a question. What's with the banana tool? What is with the banana tool, eh? What? I wonder what it does. That's a very. Wait.
Also, regarding the
Regarding
is
the,
it
what now?
History?
You lagged out. What, huh?
Regarding the Chinese martial art, saying like he or she not being
Traditional?
traditional.
Yeah.
They should just name it their own style.
They should. Yeah, they should.
And then they go like, this is derived from Chinese stuff, and it's better.
Well, that's what Bruce Lee did, and people don't like Bruce Lee either. They sent Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was in San Francisco when he created his own martial art.
Yeah.
And not only was he teaching it to non-Chinese people, but he said that his one was better. And so the Chinese, what they did was they literally sent a monk to fly over to America to fight him. You guys ask what? Yeah. They don't like you doing shit. Like if you're gonna pick up a Chinese martial art, you're gonna have to stick to tradition. They don't like evolution. That's what's wrong with Chinese martial art. That's why it'll never work. Unless you evolve it, it's never gonna work.
Yep.
Xantha says Chinese Kung Fu is more than martial arts, I think. Well, Kung Fu means martial arts. Chinese Kung Fu is not a style. There are a whole bunch of different styles of Kung Fu. But Kung Fu itself is not a style. And yeah, I mean they tell you it's like, oh, yeah, doing Chinese martial arts will increase your health. Hey, if I want to increase my health, I'm gonna go hit the gym, I'm gonna go swim, I'm gonna go run. Let's be honest here. If you're picking up a martial art, you're learning how to fight. Like you ain't learning to do other shit. Stop bullshitting me. Like you're learning how to fight. If you want to learn to be healthy, if you want to have a strong conditioning, go do conditioning. Don't do martial arts. Yeah, Eric says we all know who watches from North Korea. Hey, did you know that North Korea have their own version of Firefox? Oh, I'm sorry. What I meant to say is, did you know that North Korea has their own version of Mac OS X?
What?
Yes. They're so locked in that you cannot have access to Windows, you cannot have access to Mac, you cannot have access to Linux. They have their own custom operating system. I think it's called Red OS. Let me just Google that real quick. Red Star OS. Yeah, Red Star OS is a North Korean Linux distribution. And it's built with North Korean propaganda in mind.
Of course it is.
Of course it is, yeah. Cookie says, funny story, Asian person spin kicked my face and said, gotcha bitch, because I slapped him and ran. We're friends, we're just playing. Okay, cool. If you get spin kicked in the face, you are not going to remember anything. That's coming from someone who has been spin kicked in the face.
Actually,
yes. Solar says, I wonder what's with the cameras having splines with shades of blue. Ah, this is Zeebler here. That's the depth of field. Sorry, guys, I haven't been in cinema and I haven't been in this project for a long time. So I'm trying to get my bearings about what's happening here and what I have to do next. So to play it safe, which frame am I on? Okay, here's what I'll do. Okay, I'm gonna create a new file. I'm just gonna duplicate this as a new file so I can start working on a new file. All right, here's what we'll do. I've completely forgotten what I was trying to do before. But either way, the next frame is gonna be of Arkosh with like a slash of air coming out of his sword. So I'm gonna position him somewhere here like this in a super cool position. I'm also gonna set the I'm gonna change this up a little bit maybe. Move this down. Yep, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna draw an extra line down here as well. There we go. Alright, So here, what I usually do to make these frames, you guys have seen me do this before. I'm re-explaining this so that I can drill it back into my own brain. So I have to measure out the first space and get how many pixels this is. So this is 1748 by 682. I go back to cinema. I go 1748 and 682. And then I go change the number of the frame. This is frame 80. PNG format, everything else can stay as is. Good. And we'll save this as a separate file. Okay, cool. Now I can get rid of... I'm going to temporarily hide these two rocks over here. Let's just hide them from visibility. All right. And I'm going to set a camera up here so I can pose Arkosh in a nice position. So let's make a camera somewhere here. Set that as a camera. For those who have never seen me work in cinema before, bottom screen here is what's actually going to be rendered. Top screen is what I work in. Hana has to go eat. All right. See ya, Hana. Enjoy your food. Shizuko, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I've got a cold. I'm just telling you that because in case anyone hears me cough, they're gonna be like, oh, he's got corona. I'll be fine. Specifically saying it like that, yeah.
Yep.
Neo says, I dance instead of working out, and crap, I just act like a robot. Can you dance like a robot? Are you saying that you dance like a robot in a good way, or are you saying that your dances are extremely robotic? Because that's not a good thing. You gotta learn to loosen up. Move those hips. I discovered that, I don't know how to dance for shit. But a few times I do go, you know, like school graduation and whatnot. I get invited to dances. And, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But what I do know how to do is a lot of parkour tricks. Yeah. And some, like, flips and shit. Mm-hmm. So all I ended up doing is, like, I go on the ground, I start doing flips and shit. And then I also realized I've got jiu-jitsu training. So I start doing some jiu-jitsu moves on the ground. And all of a sudden, it looks like I'm dancing. I'm like, oh, okay. I pop back up, I start doing some Wing Chun moves, and all of a sudden, oh, it looks like I'm dancing. Okay, that's fine. So I don't punch them in the face, they'll be fine. Also, I suddenly remember this one thing that happened. You know how in Assassin's Creed, if you get a large crowd, you can, like, hold down one of the buttons and you, like, start, like, palming people away?
Yeah.
Like, you don't like, shove them, but you just kind of, like, brush them away, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got stuck in the middle of the dance floor, and I was trying to get back to my table, and, like, everyone else following me was trying to get back to the table as well. So I just kind of, like, palmed people out of my way.
Sure.
But you know how I also have, like, the Wing Chun training? Everyone knows that I have Wing Chun training, right?
Yep.
By the time we got back to the table, my friends there were like, "Wow, they're okay, what man?" To translate, they were like, "Wow, you're pretty good, Ip Man." As in the guy who made Wing Chun popular, the Grandmaster of Wing Chun. I think that's more of a Cantonese joke. Some of the Cantonese people watching will get it. Wow, they're okay, what man? Wookie Cookie says, while I eat, I always watch something, and while I'm watching something, TeamWnJ starts streaming while eating. That's nice. Yeah, same. I always like working as well. Either I'm working on playing something. Recently, I really enjoy playing games. Most of the time, I'm working on left, right? Even so, whenever I'm eating, I just can't work. Like when I'm eating, I have to just watch something. I can't work when I'm eating. It just doesn't work for me. Brain doesn't, like, I'll get so obsessed with working that I forget that my food is there. Alright, here we go. Arkosh is in a cool position. Unfortunately, the camera on the bottom there isn't picking up the things I wanted to pick up. Shizuko says, I would have said the Corona thing, not gonna lie. Hey, don't worry. Everyone has so far. It's okay, you know what else is really annoying? If it was 2019 and I started coughing like this, you know, everyone's response here is gonna be like, oh, he's got a cold, that's fine, whatever. But even though I'm showing the exact same symptoms as a cold, but now that it's 2020, it's like, me personally on the inside, I'm like, and then my brain goes, shit, I coughed. What's this gonna mean? Like, and then like, also I've got a bit of asthma, even though I worked it out myself. Yesterday night, I was like breathing in, and I was, I was inhaling the air in, but I was like feeling a bit of the asthma symptoms. I'm like, shit, coronavirus, pneumonia, hard to breathe. What could this mean? But like it's the most minor symptoms. As in like I literally coughed like 3 times last night, and I was like, shit, what could this mean? It's yeah. I mean, I pointed out that placebo affects a lot of people. It affects me as well, man. Like I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. For anyone wondering, I'm not gonna get checked until after everything clears up, because I'm not gonna go outside anyway, so it doesn't matter whether I have it or not. Eric says, I do enjoy learning capoeira. You learned capoeira when you were in high school PE? Jesus Christ, I wish I learned capoeira when I was in high school PE. Have I told the story of when I tried to kick someone in the ass when I was a kid? Because they stole our football?
No.
I haven't? Okay. When I was a young kid, the first martial art that I ever learned was karate. No, fuck. Taekwondo. God damn it. Yeah, the first one I ever learned was Taekwondo. And so in Taekwondo, most of what you learn is kicking. You basically just learn how to throw fancy kicks, specifically fancy kicks, not powerful kicks, fancy kicks. So like, you know, you can do a roundhouse, follow that up with another wheel kick, so you start spinning and you jump in the air and you do these like big flip kicks. That's Taekwondo. I was learning that shit. I got up to I think I got up to I'm not sure if this is a fake flex or not, but I'm pretty sure I was at blue-red belt. The kids version of a blue-red belt. So I don't know. I think that's right. Blue-red belt. Yeah, something like that. Was it blue-green? Whatever. It was blue something. Either way. Yeah. So while I had that belt, we just went into high school. We were in like grade 7 or some shit. We were playing football in the playground at high school. All of a sudden, these senior students, much bigger than me, like we're talking grade 12 or some shit here, like grade 13 even, they get to wear casual uniforms. That's how, they don't even need to wear the school uniform. That's how senior they are. Yeah, see, they stole our football, right? And so we couldn't play football anymore. They were running around with our football and they weren't giving it back. And so I eventually snuck up on one of the guys in the playground. And instead of just asking him to give him back, I literally, like, I just started assaulting him. I literally just started kicking him in the ass. But because I'm like a fucking, I just went into year 7, so I'm like, well, I'm like 10 or some shit. I'm 10, maybe 11. This guy's like 17, 18, 19, I don't know, some shit like that. I'm like half the size of this guy. My head doesn't reach his nipples. And here I am kicking, I'm throwing high kicks. I'm like, in training, I'm kicking people in the head. I'm kicking as high as people in the head. It's hitting his butt. It's literally kicking his butt cheeks. You know, the butt cheeks where you have like the most cushioning on your entire body. Your ass fucking cheeks was kicking him right there. Slammed him, kept on slamming him in the ass. He was just kind of like standing there going like he had his head, he was shrugging. He was like, what the fuck you doing, kid? And after like, I don't know, 16 kicks or something, I was like, fuck that, it's not working. I'm just gonna run. Fuck that. He did end up getting the ball back. I think someone just asked him, and that's how we got it back. Yeah. Hey, if I kicked him now, he wouldn't have an ass anymore. I kick his ass. I'll invert his ass, man.
Ass cheeks gone.
His fucking ass cheeks will turn into concave. His ass cheeks will look like the fucking moon. You know, when I see him again, I better just smash one right in his ass. You thought I forgot, motherfucker? She's got his massage. Yeah, exactly. That's what it was, man. Eric says capoeira was more of the dance aspect. Yeah, no, that's fun as well. Yeah, martial arts isn't all about kicking other people's asses. It's about, you know, developing confidence and all that sort of stuff as well. Capoeira is really a really fun one. Capoeira, for those who don't know, is a Brazilian martial art. When the Brazilian slaves were captured, they weren't allowed to practice any martial art, and so they developed this dance of going low to the ground and doing a whole bunch of spinning kicks and flips and stuff like that. And they disguised it as a dance, but in reality, they used it as a martial art. So I really like capoeira. I've got a few capoeira moves up my sleeve as well. Angelo says parkour. I did learn parkour when I was younger. Crow, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Are you drunk this time? You missed me. You missed me finishing up the first page. Sorry, the 65th page. Now we're working on the 66th page. I want to have a bit more. I want a bit more action in this shot. I think I'm gonna put the sword somewhere close to the camera like this.
Wonder if you can get to the 69th page.
Ooh,
today.
that's gonna be, not today, because I'm so rusty working on this shit. Like, probably in a few episodes we probably could get to the 69th episode.
Fair.
Yeah.
Up to the few episodes, we can get to the 69th episode? Huh?
69th page. Fuck me. I should put a little Easter egg on the 69th page. Right?
Sure. Now that you said it on stream, everyone's gonna look for it.
Yeah. Andre says, I wonder what the 69th page is gonna look like. I just remove page 69. Make it non-existent. Yeah, just skip to page 70. Shizuko says, Chafe, you need some milk. I was drinking a lot of milk back then. Crow says, I'm not drunk now. I think I'm sober. I'm sober now. You're sober?
Sober? Huh?
Yeah, he's sober. Alright, I gotta get the little streak. Hey, Angelo, did you ever figure out how I did the sword streaks? Like the sword slash streaks? Because if you didn't, I'm gonna bring the there it is. Is this it? Hang on. Yeah, this is it right here. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this aspect. Aspect? What am I saying? Asset. Jesus Christ. Here you go. So, here. Hey, Angelo. This is what I use for the sword streak. It's actually just this object. It's a sweep. It's a sweep NURBS with a spline drawn. Ugh. Okay, what it is a spline drawn in an arc shape. So it's just a curved line. There's a rectangle, which is the shape of. Look at the end of this thing here. That's the shape of the rectangle, like the little end thing here, the end cap. And I put both those into a sweep so that the rectangle follows the arc line. And then on the sweep, I've made it so that the start scale of the sweep starting here starts from scale 0 and then it scales up to scale 100, and you get this sweep look. And the texture is just a thing on a Luma map. I can't bring it up. It's just a Luma map gradient. That's all it is. Angelo says no page 69. Not nice. Crow says I don't get drunk too often to even know the spelling of sober. You shouldn't be getting drunk. It damages your liver. I don't understand the point of people drinking to the point where they're drunk. Like, I think that's really irresponsible. Not only are you damaging your own liver, but like, when you're drunk as fuck, like, you got no control over your own actions, and that just leads to dumb shit happening. Like, I don't know why anyone would allow themselves to get drunk. It's just a bit irresponsible and stupid to me. Shit. Well, oh my god, these fucking lines, man. Okay, there we go. Angelo says, Lamau, I use sweep, but I never used it for swords and slashes. Nice, dude. There you go. Alex says, what are you working on? I'm working on the next page right now. The first frame of the next page over here. That's going to be in this box. So on the bottom screen, you can see what the frame is going to be. And on top is what I'm working in. I'm adding the sword slash here because I'm still a bit divided on how I should do the wind shear effect. I feel like there could be some really cool thing. Like, especially, here's the thing about the manga. The manga is great for me because I can use it as a platform to test out some things that I can do in Cinema 4D that might look cool when it's animated. So when I do end up doing the animation, I already know how to do a lot of these effects, and it'll be super cool and super easy for me to get some, like, awesome looking things going on without much effort. Okay, is that lined up properly? Roughly. There we go. So I gotta be really patient because the axis isn't lined up properly with the sword streak right now, so I've got to be pretty patient with how I'm moving these lines. You know what? I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna look on the bottom screen. The reason I'm moving it behind is that you can't really see it properly there. There you go. Stealth 100. Stealth. There we go. I'll hide it like that, and then I'll even arc it down so you can't see the division line properly. There we go. Just hide it right down there. Perfect. All right, sure. I'm gonna render this out just to see how it looks like. Here we go. Angelo says, have you ever inhaled alcohol to drink? Don't do that. Do not do that. That is very bad for you. If you inhale alcohol, it will skip the liver and go directly to your brain. Okay, one, that's doing that. Second of all, alcohol burns you. It's gonna burn your navel, your nose. It's gonna burn your lungs. It's gonna burn the tract going down to your lungs. Also, having alcohol in your brain is just not a good thing. You shouldn't be having you shouldn't be having alcohol in the brain. If you're getting drunk, something's gone wrong because you're overloading the liver. The liver's job is to get alcohol to not get into your blood and not get into your brain. So I don't understand why you would intentionally skip that in order to get drunk. Like getting drunk is just not. Yeah, no, I know how to do it. I know how to do it, Angelo. It's just like it just sounds like a really stupid. It's for me. Inhaling alcohol with the intention of getting drunk is about as dumb as eating a Tide Pod. Like, people make that shit cool for no reason. Like, it ain't cool. It could fucking kill you. Like, it's bad for your health. Stop fucking doing that. Like, it's stupid. Armro says maybe an air slash attack with a sword. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. It is a ranged attack. Neo says, will you ever do a Minecraft FNAF animation like Echo Coaster or Enchanted Mob? No, I won't. Alex, excuse me. Alex says, why did you start this crusade? Crusade? You mean series? Why am I crusade on? I'm pretty sure that was a failed translation there. I think that means series.
Yeah. Sure.
Why decide to create an animation series? Why not something else? When I was a kid growing up, Minecraft was what I was building everything in. Like, having a game in Minecraft where I could build whatever I wanted was just super cool. And then also, there was a series that I was watching at the time called Shadow of Israfel, which is a Minecraft series. And they had these massive medieval worlds, and they had this awesome story going on, and they proved to me that Minecraft is not just a game. You can use it for storytelling as well. You can build some amazing cities in it. So I wanted to learn how to build those cities myself. And I did build some of those cities, and because I already built them, right? And then Yogscast, the people who made Shadow of Israfel, they received some fan animations, and I look at those fan animations, they look like shit, but they're animated anyway. And then you get Fallen Kingdom coming out, which is telling another story, and is also done in Minecraft, and it's done well. So I'm like, okay, well, it turns out Minecraft animations is a powerful way to tell a story. Like, you can do that, and because I've already got some worlds built, why not do that? What am I doing here? What the fuck am I doing? No, okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm thickening up the stroke on this thing. Okay, 1 second. So. The stroke here is gone. Okay, no, sorry, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm an idiot. Okay. So the thickness of the line just now wasn't thick enough, so I'm just thickening that up a little bit. We'll re-render this. Yeah, I am very rusty on my Cinema 4D stuff because I haven't done this in a long time. Girl says, "Oh, cool render thing." Thank you. It's I can still make some adjustments here. I don't really like this as is because right now the foreground and the background are a bit. It's not lit very well. I feel like there are better ways to light this scene. Also, you know those rocks that he just cut? It should have smashed the thing behind him. So that thing shouldn't be there anymore. It doesn't make sense for that to be there, so I'm gonna smash that somehow. I might just delete it and then have the rocks like flying in the background. That could work. But how I'm gonna do the air slash thing, I don't know. Alex says, what's the name of that series? I'm bored and I need something to do. It's called Shadow of Israfel by the Yogscast. Wolfie says, you're literally killing yourself every time you drink. It's not. No, you can drink alcohol and you'll be fine. Like, I drink alcohol all the time and I'm fine. It's because look, first of all, people who say that drinking alcohol will kill you, no. Drinking alcohol in over the amount that your body can handle will kill you. Yes. You have a liver. If you don't use your liver is just not doing anything. That can kill you as well. Like, if you have a liver, you're supposed to use it's like if you were born with an arm, would you not use your arm? Oh, because using your arm is going to lead to having arthritis, so I'm not going to use my arm. Yeah, well, not using your arm is going to lead to arthritis as well. If you got a liver, like, you can use your liver. Like, eating medicines. And, like, listen, the liver doesn't just process alcoholic drinks. It processes a whole lot of shit as well. But, like, if I take in a little bit of alcohol, right? If I take in, like, 2 beers, that's not enough alcohol to flood my liver. My liver can handle that perfectly fine. Like, I'm a healthy young guy. I'm 20 years old. I've got a very healthy liver. I can drink 2 beers. I'll be perfectly fine. My liver will process it. I won't get drunk. Certainly a little bit of alcohol gets my head. But that's part of the fun of drinking alcohol. You get a little bit tipsy. But that's not enough to do any damage. Like, your liver's working fine. It's when you get drunk that your liver is not processing enough of the alcohol, that there's too much alcohol in your body, that the alcohol is starting to get to your brain and completely overload your brain functions. Yeah, that's killing you. That's a problem. You got too much alcohol in your body. That's not good. You're overworking your liver. But if you're drinking like a normal person should, there's no problem with that. Why the fuck did the blade not get thicker? Oh, it did get thicker. It's just not thick enough. Thick Deathstroke. I'm just gonna keep rendering this until this. It's this line. Oh, sorry, it's this line here that's too thin for me. So it says, or make the stones more damage and I'll be stuck on those things. I think those things will just fly off, because like, the stones have a lot of mass and it was thrown at a high velocity. So those things, it's basically just like a bone on the back right there. It's like a bone hanging on some stone, some wood. I think that thing will just fly off. Armro says, if you consume a full bottle of vodka, it sure damages a bit. If you consume a full bottle of vodka, it won't damage you a bit. It'll fucking kill you. Like, downing a full bottle, depending on the size and the proof of the vodka, yeah, that shit can straight up kill you. That's too much vodka. Too much. Like, out of all of my drinks, all of my drinks are relatively low proof, and I've got massive bottles of them. But like, oh sorry, they're relatively high proof, and I've got massive bottles of them. But I don't ever down the entire thing. I always mix, like, look at the amount of water in my cup here. Do you see the amount of water in my cup here? That's too much fucking alcohol, right? Like, this amount right here, if I had this amount of alcohol, I would stop there. This is it. I wouldn't have any more than this. That's my limit right there. No more than this. Any more than this and it would start damaging me. Like, and I would not even pour this much. I don't drink every single time to reach my limit right before I get drunk. No. I have like maybe half of this. Right? Every time you see me drinking on stream, I'll have like half of this amount of alcohol mixed in with some other drink. And that's enough for me to have to feel like I'm having a good time. But like, I don't even try to reach that limit. Like, why should I? Why should I try to intentionally damage myself? I don't get it. Angela says, is alcohol tasty though? That's subjective. That's subjective. Because you'll meet some people who hate beer because beer tastes like piss and looks like piss. I'm like, okay, yeah, fair enough. Like, I didn't like beer at first as well, but I just kind of developed the taste for it. A lot of chicks that I know, they don't like whiskey. I fucking love whiskey. Yeah, it's completely subjective. It's like, yeah, some people are gonna ask, like, oh, what does alcohol taste like? I'm like, okay, what type of alcohol? You have like rum, which is my favorite, which is made of sugarcane. So imagine what that tastes like. Gin is made out of a bunch of herbs, so it just tastes very herby and nice. Shit like whiskey. Okay, here's the thing with whiskey. I love whiskey. I really love whiskey. Did you ask me what whiskey tastes like? The whiskey that I like tastes like wood, because the part of the flavor of whiskey comes from what barrel you age the whiskey in, and the ones that I like is aged in an oak barrel, and so what happens is the whiskey ends up taking the oak flavor. It literally tastes like wood, and it tastes good. But like, I can imagine that some people would hear it tastes like wood. What the fuck? You like that shit? The fuck's wrong with you? Like, I can see that as well. How would you describe the taste of beer, Harry? How would you describe the taste of beer? What, extremely British there.
How do I just beer?
Ass. Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard one. I don't know. Yeah, how do you?
I've never taken time describing how drinks taste like, anyways. In general.
Yeah, no, it's just like it's like someone comes up to you. They're like, "Hey, Harry, what does beer taste like?" Like, I've never tried beer in my life. What does it taste like? And you're like, you same, right? You just kind of like, you do that.
Like, I don't understand how people describe how things taste like in general. Like, fucking, I saw this article describe with people like describing how semen tastes like. And I was like, how the fuck do you even?
What were you looking up in order to get to that conclusion? To get to that article?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, everyone describes things as tasting like chicken. Always. All right. And then.
No.
Yeah. Everyone always like.
No. I don't see how that works. No.
No, but
not for me.
No, yeah, but nothing. It doesn't actually taste like chicken.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Everyone says that it does. It's like, oh, what does kangaroo taste like? Oh, it kind of tastes like chicken.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I've never tried kangaroo meat before, but like,
I'm pretty sure it doesn't taste like chicken.
What part of a kangaroo is chicken?
I'm pretty sure it doesn't taste like chicken.
The other day I actually had to say something tastes like chicken because they asked me, shit.
What does chicken taste like?
No. What does chicken taste like? It's kind of like kangaroo. What did they ask me? Shit. It was Okay. This is gonna sound stupid as fuck, and it's gonna go completely against what I just said.
Sure.
But I told them that I ate stingray.
Sure.
And they were like, "What does stingray taste like?" And I said, "It tastes like chicken." And they're like, "Everyone always says it tastes like chicken." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, no. But get this, like, the texture of the stingray is like a chicken. Like, you can shred, like, just like how you can shred chicken, you can shred stingray. Excuse me. So yeah, I got that excuse, and it genuinely does taste like chicken.
Okay.
To some extent.
To some extent.
Now some dumbass. Now that I've said it, someone's gonna eat the stingray and they're gonna be like, you fucking lied. I don't know how to describe it, man. But also the worst ones are, you know what the worst ones are? Is when you're like, someone tells you to try this food, and you're like, what does this food taste like? And they're like, oh, it tastes like this other food that you've never tasted before.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's forgivable, I guess.
Yeah, but then for you, it's just like for the person receiving that information, you're just like,
yeah, true.
Yeah,
thanks. I got nothing out of that.
Yeah.
I get you.
Crow says, what if you ate the whole bottle and never got to drink the alcohol? Random question. How do you eat a bottle? Alex says, is Gen tea? I don't know what Gen is. Angelo says, beer tastes very expired carbonated water. Carbonated water. How does water expire? Turns into old water. So you're telling me, Angelo, you're telling me that beer tastes like old soda water. Old soda water. Armor says flavored water, as simple as that. No, but beer doesn't have a flavor per se. Beer just tastes bitter. That's all it is. It's just bitter carbonated water. Yeah, most beers.
I don't know if
that's all it is.
I don't know if I can say that it's like old water as well.
Old water doesn't taste bitter. Old water just tastes old. It just tastes stale. Or must just grow up and drink it yourself. Yeah, exactly. Wait till you turn 18 and go drink it, or 21, or whatever, whatever your state is. Angelo says the penguin tastes like chicken. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you told me a penguin tastes like chicken, I wouldn't argue with that, because it's a bird. Alex says, funny thing is I've tasted kangaroo and stingray jerky. Oh, you tasted them in dry form. Okay, I've never tasted any of those. I haven't tasted kangaroo, period. I haven't tasted stingray in dry form. Stingray cooked is actually really nice. Really, really nice. Of course, it's boomer water. Only Minecraft veterans will get this. Alright, the next frame here. I wonder. Hang on, guys, real quick. So he's just doing this air slash thing where it's gonna be a ranged attack coming out of his sword, right? How do I show this? How do I show it from this shot? Do I need more? Maybe I need more space. Okay, maybe what I need to do is re-render this, but I need to give the camera a bit of space. In fact, I'm gonna duplicate this camera. Okay, I'm gonna use this as a second camera. I'm just gonna move this back so we can give some space for the strike. I think that'll work better, and then I can have like that air. Like I'll just duplicate this strike element here. Hang on a second. Will that work? I think that'll work. We're gonna make sure we get a low camera angle as well, just so that we can show that Arkosh is in the lead here, and he's asserting his dominance. That might work. Potentially. Let's pop our rule of thirds real quick, just to check this. Let's go to Alt-V, View, and HUD. No. Wait, what the hell is it? Oh, it's in camera. Sorry, my bad. I'm an idiot. There we go. Grid. There we go. Alright, we'll just move this over here a little bit, just so we can line up that rule of thirds. There you go. Something like that. Let me try to render this one. See what it looks like. Oh, we got 5 minutes left. Jesus Christ, time flies fast. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's fine. We didn't get much done in the stream tonight, but that's usual when you see me working on Lev stuff. It's mostly just for us to have a fun chat and chill. Which is exactly what we did today. Also good for me to get back into working on this shit. Okay, this sword has some thickness issues. Yeah, I gotta redraw some of those lines on that sword. Okay, if I do this, that does open up a lot of space. Eric says, I think what you need is a reaction shot of things being blown away. Yeah, I'm gonna do that next. Yeah. These two boxes here, what these are gonna be. The left one is going. The left one here is going to be the air blast blowing dust off the ground. And the right one here is going to be fire being moved by the air blast, because it blasts oxygen, so the fire comes with the oxygen. It's gonna be cool. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I know how to do that in animation. I don't know how I'm gonna do that in a still picture. Probably just simulate it using turbulence and then freeze frame it, but that's a lot of work for one frame. What the fuck did Angelo just write? Angelo wrote Escuriburiolator. No, I've got work tomorrow. Even though Victoria's on lockdown right now, I still work from home, so I still gotta get to work. Alex says something about Bob Schiffer. I don't know who Bob Schiffer is. All right, well we only got 1 minute left. It's not enough time for me to do anything, and I gotta get to work. So. Thank you everyone for watching the stream. Hope you enjoyed. If you have not liked already, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Everyone here is already on the Discord. So I got nothing to say. Hey, Thanks everyone for joining. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, we're gonna work on this again, like next stream, maybe next stream or the one after. Cheers. We had a thing. What was the other one, Harry?
No. Yesterday's didn't go on. So
Yeah, we missed one.
Alright, she's gay.